Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who's listening in the podcast. Today is Thursday, November 14, 2024. I wanted to come here guys and speak about this sad story that happened at Planet Fitness. But before I continue, you can probably already notice that I am right now going through some type of allergies. And I just wanted to make you aware of the difference in my voice, and I'll try my best to complete this episode. But I wanted to come out and speak about this because what happened to this man at Planet Fitness is another example of the times that we're living in right now, you guys. In case you haven't heard, a man was found dead inside of a tanning bed, I believe it is, at a tanning bed at a Planet Fitness 3 days after he was missing. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about what happened, but this is another example, like I said, of the signs of the times and how I come here all the time, you guys, and tell you how these days it makes you wonder, like, who is being hired to do this type of, like any other jobs, right? I think right now, because of the need and how bad the economy is, people are just being hired and everybody's so distracted on their phones. And, that's why I always say, if you have people in a nursing home, family members, check on them. And you have to just be careful. People are right now, they're just working because they have to, um, they're getting one, two, or three jobs at a time. Because of a bad economy doesn't mean that they're going to follow protocol, that they're going to do what is expected of them to do. They basically just go in there to cash in a paycheck, okay? This is why you cannot just rely your trust 100% on the workers. And about maybe 3 weeks ago, I came here and told you guys about the Walmart employee who was found dead inside an oven. Are you kidding me? What is going on? All these crimes that have been happening are so like unheard of, okay? And it just tells you like, wow, man, this is the things that are happening are like so bizarre, probably unheard of. Um, and it feels like it's more and more recent. This is so shocking, but let me tell you exactly what happened in case you haven't heard about this. An Indiana man has been found dead inside a tanning bed at a Planet Fitness, okay? The Indiana Police Department got a report that a body has been found in a tanning bed at a Planet Fitness in the city's south side around 8:30 p.m. this Monday, okay? It says here the person was identified as 39-year-old Derek Singh, and police said that Singh's body was found the day after his family reported him missing on Sunday, this past Sunday. And officers say that Singh's family has last heard of him last Friday. And this is so crazy. And there is a twist to the story. I think as the investigation continues, we're going to learn more and more. Can you imagine? I cannot imagine to how do the people who open a business for their customers, what is their prep list that they have to do? I work in retail for so many years, and I remember as a visual merchandiser, I was probably in like the first one with the manager, and we always had like an opening checklist that we had to do before we open the stores to customers, right? Open the doors to customers. So there were so many things that we had to check in. And even though that was basically not my job, I still had to go around and check fitting rooms and make sure no like clothing from the night before was left in the fitting rooms, right? I don't understand what is their checklist for the people that work at Planet Fitness to miss a tanning bed that was left on, to miss a person there. Like, even if you're scared to go, like, wouldn't you be a responsible employee to be like, oh, can we go together and check back there? I think somebody's still in the tanning bed. Like, what? There's something so off with this story. And if anything, like I told you guys, it tells you the times that we're living in. how distracted everybody is. Everybody's walking around like they own or they're managing a 500 Forbes company. Everybody's always on their phone, on their iPad, always on top of so many things. And you will think that you're, every time you see people, like everybody works for Wall Street or they have these big businesses, right? It's such a big distraction, and I do understand that's part, that's the enemy distracting people to the point that people are not even doing their job right. 3 days this man, okay, was in this gym and nobody noticed him. That's crazy. The lady at the Walmart burned in an oven. What is happening? I do understand as we get closer to the second coming of the Lord, bizarre things are going to happen. Things that are unheard of. There was another case that happened not too long, maybe 3 days ago, about that car that everybody inside the car burned because they couldn't open the doors. Those are the things that you hear about, and you're like, what? Is this reality or is this a movie or something and that people are like describing? So let me just tell you, Planet Fitness already came out and said they're very sad about everything that happened and that the franchise owner is working with the local authorities in the investigation. It says here that, excuse me, that the family of the person who died, said that he struggled with drugs and that a needle was found in the room with him. Um, so I know a lot of people are going to look at this and be like, well, you see, he was using drugs, there was a needle. Regardless of that, this is a person, okay? That's what I always tell you guys. Even like in nursing homes and things like that, check on your people. Check if you have family member show up once, like every week if you cannot make it every day, or send somebody to check for you. These are the times that we're living in right now. People are being distracted, and like I said to you guys, I believe because such a bad economy, it lets people to get one or two or three jobs. You think they're gonna give 100% to all those three jobs? No, they're not. They're not. They're getting jobs just to be able to afford like paying bills. So when they commit themselves to so many hours of work, not only are they tired, but they are gonna cut corners. They're not gonna give 100% to every employer. Okay, excuse me. That's what I'm referring to. So the old, excuse me. Planet Fitness also say we have a robust operation brand protocols in place as the safety and well-being of our members is our top priority. We are working closely with the local franchise to ensure that they are following the protocols. So I can understand, them being a franchise, but they have to maintain the same thing. Like I told you guys, even me working like years ago in retail, I would never I will be checking, and I know everybody works differently, but we had guidelines that we needed to follow before we open the doors to customers. We had guidelines. We had to check things. Okay, I can't. It's so hard to imagine. Some people were saying that they noticed the smell. That's why they let them to check that tanning booth. Are you serious? Right? Nobody goes and checks to make sure things are turned off. I don't know. Like I said, you have a protocols. I know every business is different, but there are things that you follow, right? I think it was a name for that, like closing guidelines or opening, guidelines or something like that. And everybody had to follow that. And your manager will ask you, did you follow all of this? Did you check this? Did you check the other? Unless you go, you tell them that you did everything that was on the list or something like that, right? And the crazy thing about this person too, who was found dead, is that the reason why the reason that they found him there is that he had the ankle monitor, right? Let me see if I can get that information. That to me, um, that to me is even crazier um because I was just like, wait a second. He was wearing an ankle monitor, which helped police find him. Wait a second. Did the family was aware that he wore that? The mom said that on November 8th, he went and got a new membership at Planet Fitness. So I'm sure the family knew that he had the ankle monitor. Isn't that some type of tracking device, right? Why would you not reach out to the police first and be like, you guys are tracking, you know, we don't know where our family member is. And we understand that you guys, that he has an ankle monitor, right? An ankle monitor, excuse me. Would you guys let us know like his most recent location or something like that? Like, I don't, that's the fishy part about this whole thing. It says here that um Singh family, that's the person who died. Family said that he went into the tanning bed at the gym on Friday, but was not found until Monday morning, and that he struggled with drugs and a needle was found. I already told you that. During the 3 days that he was missing, the gym remained open. Um, the tanning bed had a door, and they said they were not concerned because that was closed for 3 days. So I'm sorry. This is such a negligence of the staff. Okay, the manager, the staff, the owner of the Planet Fitness. This is negligence. But then you think about like this man has an uncle manager. Don't the people that get that is because they're being monitored, obviously, wouldn't that person, like whoever is tracking them and be like, why is this person in the same place for 3 days? Like, it's almost like this is something off here. What's the whole point of having a tracking device on somebody and not being alarmed if you see something changing? Excuse me. Like, I don't understand how that works, you know? I feel like, I don't know much about like I don't know how much ankle monitors operate, but you would think if you're tracking somebody, there's a reason why they put that on people's, right? Wouldn't you think, especially in the weekend, you would be like, wait, from Friday to Sunday, this man has been in the same location, and that location is a gym. Like, what is happening, right? It's just a little odd, that the whole thing that happened to him is very like odd for nobody to have noticed that there was a man there in that tanning bed. Okay, right now they're still waiting on the reports to see the official reason, cause of death. I guess you could say the autopsy report. This is just, like I said, another signs of the times that we're living in. Let me know, guys, what you think about this story. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to the podcast. Have a good day. God bless.